Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another live stream. What's going on out there, y'all? Today is the day. Yes, we get episode 204, Severance Season 2, and I know you're ready for it. I know you can't wait for it. I wanted to talk about a couple of things that are, in my last video, but I also want to talk about what the hell are we about to see? I mean, you got them out there in the snow. What is this? Did they take them? Did they take them outside and put them on a plane or something? Or is there a room inside of the severed floor that can simulate this place that they're in? Like, I'm very curious to see how they get out into the, really cold place. You know what I'm saying? They look like they have on winter gear. We have our outies or innies in winter gear. And what if they're not the innies? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm ready to see what's going on. So, also the trippy dream sequence that it seemed like Irv was having, the MDR out in the middle of some like jungle looking type place. It looked like a dream to me, but I don't know. Like, what happened? Like, well, we see Milchik and Miss Wong also are out there and they have like white gear on. So what's going on? Like, I am so interested to see what that is and what that's hitting for. You know what I'm saying? As I'm sure most of you are as well. Let's look and see who's here. Thank you everybody for joining, by the way. Everybody that's here is supposed to be here. Thank you very much for joining. We have Little Tempest. Peace. We got Trichonome. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but thank you for coming through, rocking with us. Definitely. We have the lovely Vic in the building. How you doing, sis? Are you good? What's good with you? We love you. Another love. We got Debbie, Ebby, Bo, Bebby, Banana, Fana, Fo, Fabby, Fee, Five, Momebby. It's Debbie right here with us. Hey, what's going on? Yes, indeed. Hit that like. It's free. Hit that like. Let's get these likes up. Let everybody know that you're here with the Real Enigmas and Theories. Share this joint. Let everybody know. Come on in. Join us. We're having some good conversation. We're not going to stay that long. We have the episode is coming on at 9:00. And we want to talk about it. Y'all got your snacks ready for the show. I'm sure of that. You might nibble on a few of them here and there while we're on this live, but save some for the episode coming on. You know what I'm saying? Tooled is in here. What's up, Ennies? What's up, Ennies? We Ennies, we outies. What's good? What's good? I feel like I'm reintegrated right now. I'm reintegrated. What's up, my reintegrated brothers and sisters out there? You know what I'm saying? We got Theo here. What's good with you? Rican girl. What's good with you? Kachari, what's good? What's good with you? Good to see you. Rohit Batra, what's good with you? Does this episode drop at midnight? It depends on where you are, I'm sure. Who else we got? Hey, what's good? No context. Good to see you here. Hey kids, I'm eating dinner. That's what's up. Yes, indeed. Who else we got here? We got A-Lord Corey. We got LA Wheezy Animal 24 in the building. What's going on? Critics say this is supposed to be a big one, y'all. Yes. And it seems like, just off the muscle, this might be the biggest budgeted episode. Like, when you look at it, the location, sure, there's a lot of CGI probably in this episode, like as far as the dream stuff that we saw with Irv. Like, yeah, so if they're going to put money into an episode like that to take them to a whole nother location, you know what I'm saying? They probably will make that episode the most fire episode. Hopefully we get nothing but heat like this all the way to the end of the series. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I wouldn't be mad at all. She ready. That's what's up. I know that's right. Hold on. Who else we got in here? We got Pam Jam in the building. Pam Jam says praise Kier. Okay. Sunshine Chick is in the building. How you doing? Anchor, let's go. Let's go. Public domain pictures. Yes, I'm excited too. I'm definitely excited. Go ahead and share this joint. Nene, what's good? This is Nene. Signed out that. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you made it. You just pulled up in a different whip. That's it. You pulled up in a different car. We ain't know who you was until you stuck your foot out, got up and said, hey, it's Nene. We say, oh shit, that's Nene right there. She driving something different today. Ain't nothing wrong with that, sis. We love you. Rising Star, ready for some Severance? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes. Hey, what's going on? Jalea, how you doing? Good to see you as well. What's up? Ghost MKC is here. Good to see you. What's up? I like to do some shout outs. Gabby Critiques is in the building. How you doing, sis? Exiting the Paradigm is here in the building as well. We're going to talk about some of the stuff in my video. There were some questions. I think I answered them. There'd be so many comments. I don't know. I'll be missing a lot of them. But I did answer a few. A lot of people were asking me about when I said the false 2025. We'll get to that too. We're going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got. Big Heck is in the building. Good to see you, bro. Yes, indeed. We got the pineapples. I wish the emojis showed on StreamYard. They upped the price, but they ain't up any features. But it's all good. Samantha J's here. Okay. We got Yov. What's going on, yo? Yo. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tonight after the episode. Maybe go live tonight after the episode. I might do a recap, something funny real quick. I'll probably be spending my time doing that and drop something in the morning. We'll go live tomorrow, possibly. I might go live tonight. Who knows? I don't know. Hold on for a second, y'all. Give me 2 seconds here. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, who else we got? Who else we got in here? I'm trying to see if we got Chris Anderson. In season 1, episode 2, Dylan tells Helly that MDR files expire. They only compete about 5 a quarter. Is this possibly because they are human or some sort of human? And if NDR doesn't finish it, they die? That's a very interesting question. Hold on, let me pin this question real quick because I want to come back to this. I'm going to talk about that. Little Tempest said my belly button is an Audi. You an innie with an Audi, ain't you? Yes, indeed. The goats are so mysterious still. Yes, they are. It's a mystery of what the goats are all about. My man Taryn Matheru pointed out to me that Rebecca said that Devin said that Rebecca was making a funny chewing sound and smelled funny. So yeah, that's like goat behavior to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if these people are goats or if the childlike consciousness is awakened by using the consciousness of a goat. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the goats. And I really don't know what is going on with anything at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I know is that they doing some weird shit by like cutting people's brains in half or consciousness in half. You know what I'm saying? Which is I mean, yeah, I don't even understand why someone would consider being severed. I definitely would. You know what I mean? Because after the job's over, what? I still got this chip in my head that they can just turn on anytime they want to. Like, get the fuck out of here. We got Simon Science in the building. We got Mel Lee in the building. RC's in the building. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope it's a big one. Pause. Okay. Man, we got the shout outs going crazy. It's like 93 people in the building. What the likes are looking like, y'all. We're going to get into this. $36 likes with 96 people. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Let's get these likes up. Let's get up to the likes real quick. Okay, so let's just shoot from the hip real quick. Hold on, wait. Let me pull up an image or two. I think I got an image or two up in here. We got to pull up Brother Milchik. We pull up Brother Milchik. Okay, we're going to talk about Milchik first. And this was the most heated part of I think it was the most heated part of my video. Now, I think Milchik might be smashing Dylan's wife. And I think his kid, at least one of them kids, is Milchik's. And I know y'all think that's a crazy ass theory. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about it a little bit. When I put the video out, there was a few points that I had forgot to make, but luckily some of the real smart people, you know what I'm saying, figured that shit out. You know what I'm saying? They figured out the points that I forgot to make, and they put them down there in the comments. Like another one was where Dylan says that he's out there like sleeping with everybody's wife, and he says something about he feels sorry for the husbands and shit like that. Okay, he said that. He also, when after he bit Milchik, he screamed at him and said, "I just want to remember the birth of my son." Like, what? That shit just seemed weird to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to remember the birth of my son. Like, that's what you come with? You know what I'm saying? Now, in this last episode, Dylan was crying. He was definitely crying. He was sitting there crying. Hold on. Let's see if I have the picture here. Dylan was crying, y'all. What was he crying about? You know what I mean? Hold up. Let's get it over here. What was Dylan crying about? Why was he crying? He definitely was shedding a tear. Did I? I mean, he was like marking the car. He wasn't like marking the car crying, but he had like a whole tear on his cheek though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he was just, I don't know. He was crying though. Hold on. Let me find the picture. I don't think I have the picture over there. I think I have it somewhere else. But bro was like, literally, there it is. I found it, y'all. Let me see. I found it. Okay, I gotta take this one down. Okay, yes. Dylan was crying, y'all. What is Dylan crying about? Was he crying because he was happy that his wife was leaving to go to work and he's got some free time? He can now go down in his man cave when the kids go to bed. Like, what was he crying about? You know what I'm saying? I noticed something else too that was real crazy. And luckily I was born at a time where you would even notice something like this. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up at some point. Yeah, he was crying because he ran out of finger traps. But how would he know that? No, his any that's his any. That was something his any would cry about. Yo, funny as hell. When they were talking, him and Irv were talking. Nah, he's sweating from his eye. He can't be sweating from his eye. Somebody said maybe it's sweat. He's not sweating from his eye. That's coming from his eye. Plus, in the very next scene, his eyes are watery. So bro was crying. Okay. He's crying because he don't know how to make cookies. Okay, that's a good one. He might be crying because he already ate the cookies and his wife didn't peep that shit yet. And he knows that, yeah. Oh, maybe he's crying because he realized his wife loves his any. Like, how did he realize that? He had to even ask what was the meeting about. So he knows nothing about the meeting. You know what I'm saying? So what was he crying about? Okay, he also, like I said, it's obvious that Milchik and what's his wife's name, Gretchen, have obviously had conversations that we have not seen yet. Now, why hide those conversations? And why be so direct about things that are going to happen? Just before Milchik offers Dylan this any family meeting center, he tells Dylan, the wife says she wants him to know her name is Gretchen. Now, when Milchik fired and rehired Dylan, he did not go in this man's house. The only time we seen Milchik in Dylan's crib is when the wife wasn't home, right? The wife we learned that the wife works at night. Milchik had to get the little kid to count to what, 10,000 or some shit like that. He asked him to count to 10,000. And you could hear where the little boy is counting. He might have asked him to count to 1,000. I'm not sure. 10,000, 1,000. It was some kind of wild number that you would ask a kid to count to, right? If you really wanted to get rid of him for a little while, you tell him to count to some wild ass number. So his wife wasn't there. So that's the only time we seen Milchik go in the house. Now, this obviously is weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as we know, Dylan has only met the wife one time. Okay. And this has been weeks later. Now, how do we know that this has been weeks later? The reason how we know this has been weeks later is because, first of all, look at everybody's posture, right? Everybody has been planning something. The Innies have had time enough to plan a search party for Miss Casey. Mark and his sister have had enough time to plan how they're going to get a message to Mark's Innie. And also we got Milchik's office is clean. All the boxes is put up. You know what I'm saying? Like he obviously moved his stuff around, which could really only take one day. But some days had obviously gone by. Also, we see the wilting of the balloons, right? I know all y'all had that set of balloons with helium in them and y'all just sat them in the corner and they just ended up flattening themselves out and turning darker again and all of that. I know y'all have had that before. That shit usually takes 10 days for a balloon to get like we saw those balloons. But the biggest clue that we know is because Irv said that he draws one of those pictures of Bert every day that he hasn't been able to see him, right? And so if that's the case, Irv had like 15, 16 pictures. I tried to count them, but the way the lady was flipping through them, like she was skipping some of them. So if he had like 14 on my count, then there had to be more than that. And if he's drawing one of those a day, then at least 14 days have gone by, right? So 14 days go by until the day of Dylan meeting his Audie's wife. So, but Milchik told Dylan on the very first day that they came back, He told Dylan on the first day that he came back what his wife's name was. He said she wanted you to know. But we seen Milchik come over his crib. So that means that they had to either talk on the phone, or a lot of people think she works at Lumen, so he could have talked to her at work. It seems like Milchik be there for long hours. You know what I'm saying? Like after everybody goes home, he's still hanging around. He might even live in that fucking place. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's a possibility. We don't even know if Milchik's got his own crib. We don't know if the girl Natalie's got her own crib. We don't know. We just don't know. I know he's got a mode of transportation that's, you know, in Lumen's garage and whatnot, underground garage they got. You know, we saw him ride up out of the garage. So we don't know what his living situation is. Either way, they have had conversations that they have made it a point not to show us Dylan's wife and Milchik talking. Now, the fact that Dylan calls him Mr. Milchik, the Innie and Audi calls him Mr. Milchik, why would the wife be calling him Seth? You know what I'm saying? If this is your husband's workplace and you were introduced to your husband's boss, I would think that the husband would say, hey, my name is Seth Milchik. And I would think that the Milchik would say, hey, my name is Seth Milchik. How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know, your husband works with me on the Sever floor. Boom. Even if she works with him, even if someone tells you what their first name is, when you're in a work setting or your husband's work setting, it's just a respectable thing to say. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Milchik. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going crazy. Hold on, wait. I know y'all going crazy about this shit. He's crying because he's cutting onions to put on the cookies. Yo, Little Tempest, that's nasty as shit. You are, go ahead and log out, okay? And when you learn how to cook some cookies, you can come on back. When you learn that onions don't go in cookies, you know, we need sweet things like caramel, chocolate chips. You know what I'm saying? We'll even take some macadamia nuts. We might take a little sprinkled salt. But get them onions the fuck out of here. And like I said, don't come back till you learn how to cook cookies. We still love you though. Hey, Chris LaBelle, she's in here. Some time has definitely passed. They all had hall passes. I wonder if it's close to the quarter ending. And it doesn't seem like they're getting much work done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the cold environment tease for this episode has something to do with Cold Harbor. Very, very possible. Big Heck said he thinks that she's working for Lumen Security. Yes. I mean, we got a lot of clues that he's smashing the wife. You know what I'm saying? Dylan's Audi gave us a lot of, Dylan's Innie gave us a lot of clues, like just of the shit that he says in the office. You know what I'm saying? He said the shit about the wanting to see his son born. He said the shit about feeling sorry for the husbands because he's screwing all the wives out there. Okay. Why would he say that? Why is that in the dialogue? What is that there for? Right. And these are things that he's wondering about his own life on the outside. He thinks he's like this dude. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's the man out there, you know? And then his wife comes in and says like, yeah, bro don't really got his shit together. Like this Lumen shit, he got a chip in his head for God's sake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got a chip in his head. Like your motivations for getting a chip put in your head, shit's got to be fucked up. Okay. Or you got to be trying to take the company down like we see my man Irv trying to do it. At least it seems like that. Right. And what is Irv's motivation for working at Lumen? You know what I'm saying? What was the original motivation? Do we know? You dig? Where is he getting his information from about the other people that work at Lumen? Did he already have that before he started? I believe he's been working there for like 7 years. You know what I mean? Like, how do they retire? How does this go? You know what I'm saying? Oh, if that's crazy, that's wild. because I think that is a camera inside of the helmet. So if he's smashing with the helmet on, shit's looking crazy to the board. Maybe he's giving them some kind of information. I don't know. I'm just leave that thought alone. Okay, so the man in black says she clearly knows him from work. Okay, that's not clear, but I mean, I'm not mad at that, but nothing has been made clear yet. I mean, as much as we see with Heli-R or Helena on the severed floor, it still has not been made clear on whether it is her or not. That's not been made clear. And it's not a definite. You know what I'm saying? I'm still either way. You know what I mean? Because the clues that tell you that it's the clues that tell you that it's Helena could also be flipped in your mind if you think about it. That the same clue that tells you that it's Helena could also tell you that it's Heli-R. For instance, her awkwardness with Mark. That could easily be Heli-R because she's been threatened. You know, somebody they could have woke her ass up and showed her a video of herself saying, "Look, don't be kissing this motherfucker with my lips. I don't know where this motherfucker be at. Wasn't he fucking with some midwife or some shit? Don't be kissing this motherfucker with my lips." Like that could be, you know, and then she broke out, started running, then they turned the severance chip back off, and then next thing you know, she's running out the elevator. Like that could have been it. You know what I'm saying? My theory is like that could have actually been her, Heli-R. You know what I'm saying? However, those same clues do point to her possibly being Helena because she doesn't act like Heli-R. She doesn't have the same personality. It seems like she's a little bit more. It seems like they whipped her a little bit. You know, they whipped her into shape and got her doing what the fuck they said. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they reveal that shit. I hope we get the reveal on that. I hope that kind of detail is something that they don't hold on to and try to make that for this season's mystery. Was it really Heli or Heli-R? Like, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all giving answers, y'all done reintegrated this man in the third episode. Great. I'm glad they did that. I thought they was going to use the reintegration as a cliffhanger. I was like, man, I really don't want to wait for that shit. From has given me anxiety from these shows. From has trained me to wait years for an answer that I might not even be satisfied with. But Severance gives up the goods. Severance ain't over here fucking around. Severance is definitely giving up the goods they get. I mean, Mark has been reintegrated in the third episode. So we get to see if he gets reintegration sickness and what that looks like. We get to see everything. We got to see what the reintegration process looked like. I'm glad it wasn't them going into the head and doing something to the chip or trying to pull it out or something. You know? I thought that was wonderful. I did notice some things that I want to talk about. I'm gonna save them for the next video because they some heaters too. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? They some heaters. Hold on, let me see something once, yo. I gotta do something real quick. We gotta talk about this. This shit is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Now I know I ain't bugging here when I look at this. And I know you guys probably have seen the same thing. But you're not going to tell me that picture that they made of Milchik don't look like Drake's father. Huh? Is this Dennis Graham up in here? Did they put a severance chip in Drake's pops? Or am I bugging? And here we have brother Kia Shakur. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not brother. Here's brother Kia Shakur. There he is. He got the kufi up. Yeah. That's Brother Kia Shakar. We got Reverend Kia Sharpton. You understand? This is Reverend Kia Sharpton. And we also got Uncle Kier's brown rice. These are some memes that had me, bro. I made these memes. These shits had me rolling, yo. The Uncle Kier's brown rice medley, brought to you by Lumen in the corner. Like, yo, these shits are hilarious. Okay. So, like I said, I believe that so somebody said he's crying because he just hit a fat blunt. Why a blunt would make you cry? Oh, okay. So you saying like he was coughing like crazy and like, yeah, just smoking right there in the living room, huh? With the kids right there, huh? Oh, okay. You think the Audis know him if Seth? Nah, they call him Mr. Milchik. And they made that a point to show us that they call him Mr. Milchik. Dylan says, hey, Mr. Milchik. You know what I'm saying? Both times when he went to fire him and when he went to hire him back. Irv called him Mr. Milchik. Oh, yeah. Pineapple, yo, they swingers or a thruple. Yo, doesn't pineapple stand for like swingers and shit like that? I think pineapples actually stand for that. I don't know. I'm not a swinger. You know what I'm saying? I ain't judging no swingers out there, y'all, but I'm just saying, y'all could let us know if the pineapples mean that shit. You know what I mean? Also, Milchik is the one talking about thruples and shit, right? Like, where did he get that from? Why would he even say that about Cobell like that? I'm sure that the board or none of his supervisors told him to tell Mark that old girl wanted a throuple with his innie and his outie. Like, come on. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I think he might have said that shit because it's a little bit true about what's going on with him. Now, I got a comment in my in the comment section saying that that theory was very distasteful, or they were very off-put by that theory. I mean, you're watching a show where they're severing the people. And if that theory is off-putting, then the rest of the whole show should be off-putting. Like, if that's the case, then that's one of the most normal things on the show. That's one of the most, that'll be one of the more normal things that are happening on the show. Everything else is weird as fuck. You know, people with severance chips in their head, people staying up all night painting hallways, like all this shit is weird. You know, Rickon and Devin's marriage, that's probably the weirdest shit on the show. Like, how Devin with Rickon, like, they just don't seem like a match. I don't know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? Devin, what you doing, girl? What is this dude? What did he say to you to get you locked in and to get that ring on your finger and to put that baby? Well, I know what he did to put the baby up in there, but like, what did he say to let you do that? Because this guy, seeing how Devin is and her wittiness and her down to earthness, and then looking at Rickon and his friends, they just not a good match. And it spoke volumes in episode 3 when Natalie was there, and Rickon is pretty much flirting with her the whole time. Like, right in front of Devin. Like, bro, what the fuck? You got Devin. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Natalie is Natalie. I'm going to just leave it at that. Natalie's Natalie. But, nah, bro, you bugging. Like, what the fuck? So, them having a baby, you know what I'm saying? Milchik and Gretchen having an entanglement would probably be one of the more normal things on the show. Like, not my theory of them having the entanglement, you know, is she said it was off-putting. She said it put me off. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to that sister, you know what I'm saying? But why would that put you off? Like, I don't know. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me look. Let me do something real quick. Give me a second. Okay. All right, let's talk. Oh, I see y'all talking about the other shows in here. I haven't got a chance to cover Silo yet. And to be honest with you, I didn't even watch the last few episodes of that season. I want to just sit back and enjoy that later. And I'll probably cover that sometime or do a video on it. I'm getting ready for Yellow Jackets. So we're going to be doing Severance and Yellow Jackets at the same time. I was going to do Invincible. Invincible is back. I don't know if y'all fuck with Invincible or not, but I decided on not doing it since it's like an animation and like, you know, a lot of people don't watch animations and stuff like that. I love anime and I love animation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also an artist as well and an animator myself. So I love those things. Somebody said Silo season 2 was cheeks. What are you saying? Or was it ass cheeks? Like, was it bad? Was it good? Like, what happened? Y'all laughing at me in it. Meet Mr. Graham. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all laughing at the memes. Colonel Kier Sandals. Yeah, that would be funny. I gotta do one of the Colonel Kier standards. I should make him look like the Kentucky Fried Chicken man. Yo, that I need to do that. I gotta put Brother Kier Shakur back up here. Brother Kier Shakur. I'm saying, brothers and sisters, you have to understand the swine is smelling fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro is somebody. Oh, Theo, that was you asking for the doctor. I was just about to say somebody asked me to make a Dr. Umar kid. I gotta do one. Yo, and somebody in the comments was talking, and I'm sorry that I don't be remembering everybody's names, but somebody in the comments was saying that they noticed the eyes remain blue. I thought I've been seeing a lot of blue eyes in the show as well. And we seen a lot of those from as well. A lot of blue eyes were in From. Blue eyes has been like some symbolism that's been going on. Because even the lady Felicia in O&D has blue eyes as well. And someone in the comments had pointed that out as well. I think that's, hold on, my man Taryn has sent me something that he saw on Reddit. Hey, yo, by the way, people on Reddit, yo, Reddit is full of a bunch of people that will talk shit, and they say a lot of shit that they would probably never say in your face. You know what I'm saying? I put up a post on Reddit, and people in there attacking me about my Reddit post. And, you know, they are attacking me, but they have nothing to say about the post. It's like just a bunch of ad hominem attacks. Like motherfuckers saying that I have schizo post or whatever. Oh, here's a schizo post. You know what I'm saying? And all that bullshit. Okay, so upside down pineapples mean they swing. Okay. I might have to flip the pineapple upside down for one of the emojis. We need some more members, y'all, so that we can make some more emojis. Yes, indeed. So if you feeling froggy, get some memberships. Let's get this thing popping, because I definitely want to I want to make a Natalie emoji. I want to make a Gretchen emoji. And depending on how this season is going, I think I want to make an upside down pineapple emoji, because I'm sold on Milchik and old girl. I don't know why, but it's just too many things like Dylan and the things that he's saying. But I do want to point out this Reddit post. Let me not get sidetracked. I do that often. I want to point out this Reddit post. And I don't know this person, you know what I'm saying? I don't know this person, but I think they might watch my channel actually, because I've been making some points about how all these shows are sharing the same symbolism, right? And I've been talking about it lately. And shows have shared a lot of the same symbolism throughout the course of Hollywood. Like television shows, movies, a lot of them share the same symbolism. But the symbolism that's being shared in a lot of these television shows is very direct, and it's not like anything I've ever seen before. If you don't know me, I've been doing this for years. I just started on YouTube in 2023, but I have been looking at shows and breaking down esoteric information for years. You see what I'm saying? Like literally since I was about probably 13. You know what I mean? I'm 45 now, so that shit should just give you idea on how long I've been actually like doing what you see me doing. It's not like I hopped on YouTube one day and just started talking like this. Like this is something that I've always done all my life. You know what I'm saying? But I have been talking about this symbolism, and this post on Reddit is talking about some of the things that I spoke on. Okay. Individually, each detail might not stand out, but the sheer number of matching elements is striking. And this is just one little part of it. Also, if you consider the overarching storyline, an unknown place, people being trapped there, something about reincarnation, souls, etc., it becomes overwhelmingly clear. And yes, I've said this, I've been talking about this since I started doing From. And I've been saying that From's symbolism is strikingly oddly similar to a lot of the other shows that we've been watching. And it doesn't matter. Like it could be a romantic comedy and they're still throwing the same kind of symbolism. Like Jade and her having the same hair dryer. That's crazy. You have the people standing in the circle like this. This is crazy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna and I said that I was gonna do a video putting all of these similarities together, and next thing you know, somebody pops on Reddit with it. So either they were watching the channel and they saw some of the stuff too, or this is somebody that probably doesn't even know that I exist and they were seeing some of these things as well. This is one of the ones I definitely noticed in episode 3. I was like, oh shit, they're all standing in the corner like they're at the choosing ceremony. You know what I'm saying? On From. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't watched From, go watch From and come back and look at all the breakdowns on From and all of this stuff that I've been saying about From. You know what I'm saying? I stand on my shit. Like I definitely stand on the symbolism that I catch. I stopped doing a lot of the theories. I don't theorize as much as I used to. I just like to I have some theories now. It's just a part of the game. It's just, you know what I'm saying? But I focus on the symbolism. And one thing that I've known throughout the years is that the symbolism is always connected to a major plot point. You know what I'm saying? In some kind of way. Like the egg symbolism that we see in Severance was also in From. They had heavy egg symbolism in From. They literally like did this one woman like a deviled egg, and then they put her face on a deviled egg plate. Literally. They peeled her skin off, scooped her insides out, filled her back up, and redressed her. And that's pretty much how you make deviled eggs. You peel the skin off, cut the insides out, and you redress them and you put them on a platter, right? And that's pretty much what they did to this woman. And it just made me automatically think about the egg bar social that they had on Severance, the egg dropping contest, even Devin calling her brother a good egg. You know what I'm saying? There were Kelly said the goats lay the eggs. The egg symbolism was there. And the egg symbolism in From ended up actually being a part of the finale. Like, so I was pointing out the egg symbolism through the entire season. And then the finale, I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but it totally had something to do with eggs. It was so crazy to the point that where everybody was like, well, that wasn't an egg and that wasn't an egg. And yes, it was an egg, because then the actors did a live on Instagram and they talked about it being an egg. And so, the symbolism definitely pointed us to what the end was going to be. But I don't know if that's going to be the case here. But in most cases, I have witnessed the symbolism lines up with what the main or one of the main plot lines are. Here we go. We have the same necklace on oh girl, this is Abby, Iron Abby in the show From. She's only in one episode really. But she comes back as a ghost a couple of times, but she has this necklace on here. Okay, same necklace. You got the dancing and the wild dancing and the, gyration going on here, flapping of the arms as if they were a bird. You have the ringing of the bell, and you had Ricken's bell ringing app on his telephone. Boyd rings the bell. Also, you had the one lady, what was her name? Lorne, the goat lady, played by the old girl from Game of Thrones, Brienne of Tarth, right? She was also ringing the bell, and that stood out to me immediately, like the bell ringing. We had Gerhardt's restaurant here, and then you had Gerhardt Trucking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means, you know what I'm saying? However, it appears in both shows. You had Mark W saying that he broke a lease in Grand Rapids. And if y'all know anything about From, at the end of season 1, a bus pulls up in the town, and it was from Michigan. It was a Grand Rapids bus. You know what I'm saying? The hallway symbolism, you had that right there. I thought that was fire too. Somebody now, this one right here, they wilding, but still I get it, right? Old boy Jade looking like James. Is that James or Kier? That's supposed to be Kier. Yeah, that's Kier. And then you have the similarities for Silo and everything. You know what I'm saying? Dust. You have the Silo situation. Then you have, y'all see the clouds out there now. I don't know how what are these images from? I don't see the correlation. How much of an overlap having an overlap props department? See, and this is the thing about Reddit. Like, people will shoot you down immediately. You know what I'm saying? At least they're giving this guy like some actual like pushback. That's actual pushback. For me, they just attacked the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't say that type of shit to somebody in person. Like, this internet culture has turned people real soft. Cause like, I'm not going to say something to you that I'm not going to say to your face. I'm not going to say no crazy shit to you on the phone. As a matter of fact, if I'm going to say something crazy to somebody, I'd rather say it right to your face. So I don't look like I'm just saying some shit because I'm behind a computer screen or I'm behind a telephone. If I got something greasy to say to you, I'm going to say that shit to your face. On the phone, I might be like, okay, bro, that's cool. Like, when can we meet up? You know what I'm saying? Let's. And if I want to say something greasy, I say that shit to your face. I'm not going to go back and forth on nobody's internet with these dudes. You know what I mean? It got to a point to where it was so crazy that the moderator of the page pretty much deleted my post. And they said it wasn't about From, but it was totally about From. It didn't talk about any other TV show. It talked about From, but I was making one of my meta connections. And like, they just had the people in there attacking me and whatnot. But it is what it is. Like, all of them is pussy in my book. Like, I don't say shit to people that I wouldn't say to your face. You know what I'm saying? But like, the internet is full of cats like that nowadays, which is crazy. I don't know what that's done to humanity, but yeah. From haters go on the internet without the onion cookie lady. What's going on? Something's happening here? The Michigan references, yes. We need more cowbell. Banned. Who banned who? What happened? What happened? Real cooking up in this joint. Yeah, he smashed the egg between the book, the Keir's Bible book or whatever. Bro says, I live in Grand Rapids. Can confirm that breaking a lease there is expensive as fuck. That's funny as hell. Mark W was mad. He was like, fuck you, Lumen. You know what I'm saying? But the way he did it was reminiscent of the Fuck You Lumen song that Mark and the midwife was checking out. Well, I forget the midwife lady's name. But yo, I gotta talk about this because I got some heat from even some of my people. I said, look, y'all, James Egan called her a fathead muppet. And they was like, nah, he said fetid moppet. And I said, nah, I thought I heard fathead muppet. We can check it out real quick. Fathead muppet.
That's funny.
See, I told you, bro said fathead muppet. He called Shorty a fathead muppet. That sounded like one of them, that sounded like a joke straight out the 80s. Fathead muppet. I know that's what he said. Fathead muppet. It sounds like fathead muppet to me. And I thought that's what he said. You know, at first, I thought he said Fetty Wap did it. Fetty Wap did it. That's what he said. I thought he said that, but like, nah, he said fetid moppet. Okay, I mean, fathead muppet. You know what I'm saying? And fathead muppet sounds so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So what we doing with Milchik? What's the verdict? Oh, you know what? We got polls on here. We like pause, but we got polls. We got to do a poll. You know what I'm saying? And the poll is pretty much all about if Gretchen is hopping on the poll or what. Whose poll is Gretchen hopping on, y'all? Like, I don't know. We got to do a poll. Hold on. What is the poll? Is Milchik smashing Gretchen? Okay. Boop. Start the poll. We'll find out. We'll see. I'm checking the barometer. I got to check the temperature of everybody in here real quick. We checking the temperature. We definitely, we checking the temperature. Fetty Wap did it. He definitely knows Trap Queen by heart. Y'all are tripping here tonight. Little Tempest, you ain't even supposed to be up in here. You were supposed to log out like at least 30 minutes ago. What's going on? Nah, I got you. Well, I'm glad Little Tempest came through. She come through with some heat when she come. Onions in the cookies, though, that was a stretch, though. Not for nothing, I swear I'm not jacking, but I went to a watch party and I said the same thing. They paused and rewound and put the captions on. See? They had to. Yo, I was like, what did he just say? And it was funny either way. And then the way that they had Evil Hodor standing there right there. I'm going to tell you right now, if my pops would have said that shit to me, I would have bust out laughing in his face, y'all. I would have probably got my ass whooped or whatever, but I would have bust out laughing in Pop's face. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember I got my ass whooped. Let me tell y'all a story. My grandfather, he hardly ever whooped me. You know what I mean? But like, he used to say stuff to me and I would just like chill out. But one time he said something to me. He was mad as hell at me. He used to have these like peanut butter chocolate candies. And I ate that shit. I was like 8 years old. And I ate his candy, and I honestly didn't know. He was pissed that I ate his candy. It was in the refrigerator sitting there. Like, it seemed like the light come on in the refrigerator, but it just seemed like it was more light on the candy. Like, the candy was shining. I'm home from school. I'm hungry as shit. I go in there and I eat the shit. He's mad at me, right? He called me a gristleback possum, and I bust out laughing. And I tell you, I did not get an ass whooping for eating the candy. I got an ass whooping for laughing at my grandpop's snap on me. And like, his clapback was crazy with the gristleback possum. I fell on the floor laughing and he whooped my ass out there, yo. So yeah. So I would have probably got my ass whooped on some fetid moppet type shit, yo. I got my ass whooped on some fetid moppet type shit before. Like, Evil Hodor standing in the corner. That was my uncle. My uncle's only like 4 years older than me. So he's standing in the corner while my grandpa called me a gristleback possum. And he starts snickering, and I looked over and looked at my uncle and shit, and it just made me bust out laughing, and my grandpa beat the shit out of me, yo. So, yeah, that's what happened. Gristleback possum. Like, a old-ass man calling a little kid a gristleback possum, like, that was, yeah, I was about to say, that was crazy work. Me and the man in black be finishing each other's sentences and shit. Gretchen seems to work as security. Gretchen seems to work as security. I think she told Dylan to work there and get severed because they need the money. That's how she knows Seth. Nah, I feel you there. I feel you there. That's possibly how it could have went down. You know what I mean? Oh, yo, I won't lie. I won't be. Jamie says, I won't lie. I'd be surprised if Milchik turns. I'd be surprised if Milchik turns to be a switch hitter. I'm calling it. I think they decided to put Miss Casey on the freak floor. They said she would have fun up there. Yo, thank you for your generosity and your super chat and your comment as well. Like, I don't know. I hope they don't do Milchik like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I can't forget the other clue about the kid. Dylan's son's name is Jim. And so is a Milchik. Jim Milchik was in the Lexington letters. And like, yo, I don't know. I mean, they did give another Mark. They had Mark W and Mark S. You know what I'm saying? I think Mark S is actually a word play on the word Marcus, right? And I remember there was a tale of a guy named Marcus who went down through an opening in the floor. I think this is in Roman mythology. I'm not sure. I just remember reading about it when I was a kid. It was a guy named Marcus who went down into the floor, like I think like a hole opened up on the earth, and he went down into the floor to fight demons or some shit like that. And he saved everybody because he went down into the crack in the floor. They said once he went down there, he got on a horse and rolled down into a gorge in the earth, and then it closed up. You know what I'm saying? So his sacrifice was like that. And I always, like, when they call him Mark S, I can't not hear them saying Marcus. You know what I'm saying? I forget the name of that Marcus. If there are any history buffs, scholars in the chat, and you know about that, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good with history. I read a lot and all that good stuff. However, I just cannot remember this dude's name. I'm gonna look it up at some point. But yeah, if y'all remember that, let me know what y'all think. Yes, indeed, Chris LaBelle, hit that like button. Okay, what if Milchik is one of her kids' dad? Like an ex, that's why she knows his name. Yeah, he comes by, and that's what I'm saying. I think that he might be one of the kids' dad, if not all of them. You know what I'm saying? And what if they were like? What if Dylan's marriage was like to? I don't know. The living room scene doesn't say that. The living room scene doesn't say that. I was gonna say, what if it was all a plan, you know what I'm saying, to get Dylan in there and stuff. But then why would Milchik fire him and all of that? You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like, I don't know, but it seemed like Milchik took pleasure in firing Dylan. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really far-fetched to believe that the guy who got bit by Dylan is smashing Dylan's wife. You know what I mean? And why is Dylan joking about screwing all the wives and feeling sorry for the husbands? Why is that why did he say that? Why did they put that bit of dialogue there? You know what I'm saying? Why did he said he felt sorry for the husbands, but he's the husband that's sitting on the couch crying. Like, yo, I don't know. We need more jokes out here. I'll be listening to recap after recap, and it's all dry, nerdy recaps. Yo, hey, I can't do nothing about it. I'm not my recaps is always gonna have something funny in them. Like, I don't know, I just find shit funny. You know what I'm saying? Real is hearing all kind of names. Jimothy. Jimothy, Muppets, and Marcus. I like Lady Imano's comment. Thank you very much for your comment. That was funny. Yeah, be acting like they can't crack some jokes out here. Like, yo, come on, open up. The show is a serious show, but some funny shit happens on this show. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, and I know probably a couple of y'all gonna be mad at me for this one, but I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. When Mark was crying in the car, that shit was funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. And what made it funny to me is because I was rocking, I was editing a video, and I had it sped up, so the rate was going, and like when he was crying, it just sounded like a little elf crying or some shit. It was just funny as hell. Go back and watch it and speed it up if you can. It sounds funny as hell. I mean, it was funny. I'm sorry, yo. I shouldn't be laughing at that man crying, especially the reason why he was crying. But I mean, it's been 2 years later, bro. Yo, the humor in Severance is me 100%. Yo, yeah. You're hilarious and you have the voice of a famous person. Yo, y'all be wilding here. Cheyenne, thank you. Thank you. Sounds like we need a prescription for more cowbell. Yes, we need more cowbell. You know what I'm saying? Shows just don't come with enough cowbell nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, ringing just bells in general. Like, what does these ringing the bells mean in these shows? You know what I'm saying? I think somebody's walking around saying, hey, make sure somebody's ringing a bell in this. Make sure one of the characters' name is Thomas. Make sure one of the characters' name is Jim. Also, Jim is the name of a From character. You know what I'm saying? So Dylan's son, Jim. And that's like the name that they keep repeating. They keep repeating Jim's name. We've heard Jim's name over and over again. And it was something else that I noticed, and I told y'all I'm gonna hold this for the next video, because nobody noticed this, and only somebody that grew up in the 80s would even realize this shit. Like, if you grew up in the 90s, 2000s, any of that right there, you probably would not even notice this. But when I drop this next video, I'm gonna put it in there. I gotta put it in there because I think it's very significant, and hopefully we'll get some more significance to it. I'm just gonna say the 5 senses, okay? I'm just gonna put it there. I'm just gonna put it out there. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, all that right there. Like, I'm gonna put it out there. That's it. That's all. That's what it's about. But I don't know if you guys have been noticing it, but they're talking about all of the 5 senses. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was breaking down to me the word kir in Hebrew, and it definitely goes right along with this theory. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Brian, that shit was funny as hell. Wait, let me go back to that one comment. Okay, so in season 1, episode 2, Dylan tells Helly that MDR files expire. They only complete about 5 a quarter. Is this possibly because they are human or some sort of human? And if MDR doesn't finish it, they die. Okay, so before we get out of here, I definitely want to talk about this. The episode is about to come on in the next 20 minutes. And I wanted to talk about this because I think what they're doing at MDR is they are making like some sort of soldiers. I think they're making some sort of soldiers. And I think that the files are missions or locations that these soldiers will have to go and carry out certain missions, right? And I think the Cold Harbor file is a mission that needs to be carried out, right? So hold on, let me go back up a little bit. I hear y'all talking in here. Yes, we need more Cobell. Susie Greenberg, we love you. Glad to see you here. Love you, sis. You are so right. I want Cobell's backstory. I think there will be something very interesting there in Cobell's backstory. We haven't really seen any hardcore flashbacks on this show at all. I mean, this show hasn't had any. Am I mistaken on that? We haven't had a flashback yet, right? So we haven't seen anything like that. But man, I would love to get a Cobell backstory, and I would love to get a Ragabi backstory. I think those are the two backstories. Other than Kier, I would love to see like a backstory with Kier and like how he was selling skin salves. I know they would have to make that aesthetic look like the days with the traveling snake oil salesman. I brought that concept to the table. I didn't hear anybody else talking about that, what it would have looked like selling that skin salve. You know what I'm saying? And what would that have been like? I mean, and dude would have been amongst a large group of people that were selling quack pharmaceuticals, pretty much. Motherfuckers was going out in the yard, getting some dirt, mixing it up with some horse piss, and they'll put a little bit of drugs in there, some liquid coke or something in there. They'll put some drugs in it, and you put that shit on your skin, and they were selling that shit to people. There were no regulations for, consumer protection. There were no regulations for how you could present a product and what it did. There were no regulations. And so people were able to go out here and sell all types of shit. Now, it's the funny thing about the human brain, right? You could sell somebody some sugar pills and say, hey, these sugar pills right here will help your hearing. And then the motherfuckers start taking the pills, and they wasn't nothing but some sugar pills, and the hearing starts to improve. Because the person believes in the doctor's words. And so the power of the mind, a placebo, is a real thing, right? And so I just don't see them not having some sort of element like that in it, right? Where they're showing you what it looked like when Kier was starting this. That would be dope. I'm not gonna be mad if they don't do that. It would be pretty cool if we did get that. But before that, I want to go to something else real quick. I want to go to, where was I at? The IMDb page for Severance. Let me see something here. And I want to talk about some of the characters that we're going to see in this episode. But Chris Anderson, I hope that answered your question. You know what I'm saying about the files and the actual files lasting and how long they last. I think that the reason why they're time dated is because it has something to do with I think it has something to do with a mission, and they have to get them done at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna share this tab right here. So Woe's Hollow is the name of this episode. What is Woe's Hollow? Woe's Hollow is probably a place. It sounds like a place, right? So let's look at this. Okay, let's look at the cast. So the cast for this episode. Okay. So we have some new characters. Okay, we got the rest. We got the crew. We got Mark. We have Helly. Hold on, wait. Helly Riggs is her name. So is she like a Egan? Like, how is she a Egan if her name is Helly Riggs? I always thought that was crazy. Like Helly R, Helena. What is her name? Helena Egan, though. So where did they get the Riggs from? And does this make some sort of anagram? You know what I'm saying? By the way it's spelled, does it make some sort of anagram? Does it help do something like that? Solve that out. And there's one more thing I want to talk about too before we bounce. But hold up 1 second. Okay, so who else do we have? We have all the regular people. We got all the people here. Miss Wong, we got John Turturro, we got all the people here. Now we have this guy here, Adam Jepson. And we have Michelle Petronelli. We have Matthew LeBlanca. We have Quentin Avery Brown and Faith Vaughn. We have Kier Egan is supposed to be making an appearance as well. We might get what we were talking about, a little bit of Kier Egan. You know what I'm saying? They introduced her to the senator's wife as Helena Egan. Yes. So where does the Helly Riggs come from? You know what I'm saying? They told me Elijah going crazy in Yellow Jackets. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. And Yellow Jackets has so much symbolism, it's ridiculous. You know, the symbolism in Yellow Jackets is thrown all over the place. The reason why is because most of the time when you see symbolism in a television show or a movie, it's accompanied by some sort of ritual. Even if you don't see what the ritual is, like they might have a person standing at a table, somebody's pouring a liquid, then you have someone else is doing something, then someone's finger might get cut. So there you have a blood offering. You'll have someone run over with a napkin. Someone will take a sip of the drink and put it down. Someone will do these things. Okay, that's a ritual. Especially you'll look around the room, you'll see a couple candles lit. There might be like a mannequin's head or something like that in the room. They do things like this in television shows. They put up the rituals, the altars, and the whole nine. You see what I'm saying? And you don't notice that it's an actual ritual. But the reason why they do it like they do it in Yellow Jackets, the symbolism is thrown all over the place. The reason why is because they're actual rituals taking place in the show. Like, so it would kind of blend and mess up what they were trying to show you. So they don't want to show you that level of esoteric symbolism while they're actually doing a ritual. They want you to catch the symbolism in the hidden rituals. You know, a lot of people think that esoteric means hidden. It does mean hidden, but it means hidden for only a certain few people to see, or only a certain group. It's about art, the arcaneness of the symbols itself and that symbolism. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing that I wanted to talk about here. Hold on, let's see if I can pull this up. Got to pull this joint up real quick. This was crazy. Hold on. This was crazy. This dropped on Instagram, Apple TV's Instagram. Apple TV is definitely on some like HBO level production shit. And they go to people, okay, here it is here. It won't share the sound. That's okay though. We don't need the sound. We just need this. Okay, now, when this came up, and I downloaded this, when this came up, it makes the sound like it's in a hospital. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is this? Uh-oh. Can y'all see the whole letters? Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know if y'all can see the whole thing. Yeah, Apple TV's fire. They've been coming with some, like, from the very beginning. Now, a robot, that's what I thought as well. I posted this the other day. As soon as I saw it yesterday, I posted that I thought it meant robot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And I'll tell you this, Natalie is who I saw post this. It was on Apple's show. I mean, it was on Apple's page, but it was actually Natalie who I saw posted in her stories. The girl Alexandria who plays Natalie. She's who posted it in her stories. And I thought that it was, it is probably an acronym as well, Big Heck. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a acronym as well. If anybody, hold on, let me see if I can do this real quick. I would love it if you guys join the Discord, because we are going to be, we might go live. I might go hop in the Discord after the episode. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I could get that Discord link. If y'all got the Discord link, whoever has the Discord link, drop that in there for me. One of my mods, please. Hold on, I got it right here, y'all. I got the link. Got the link. It is. Drop that link. Go hop on the Discord, y'all. I might go in the Discord after the episode so we could talk about it. We might even rewatch it in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? I'll pin it at the top real quick. I got to check my poll here. Pause. Okay, so we got 57% people say no. 57% people say no but we got a good 40 something percent. There's a poll up there, y'all. I'm about to take it down. It's been up there for 22 minutes. I'm about to take it down. I'll take it down in about 3 minutes. Let us know, is Milchik smashing Gretchen? That's it. You know what I'm saying? 57% people say no. That's cool, but there's a lot of people that feel me on this too. It's almost half everybody that voted out of 120 people. 120 people voted. 122 votes and still going. Yeah, 122. Yeah, let us know what you think. I mean, the evidence is compelling. Dylan talking about he's out there smashing people's wives, and he said he feels sorry for the husbands. He's crying on the couch when Gretchen is leaving to work. He's sitting there crying on the couch. She doesn't even tell him I love you. Somebody said they do. She does say I love you. I think she said that to the kids. I could be wrong. She did tell any Dylan. And a lot of people are saying that she's falling in love with the any. I don't know how that could be if she just met him. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's him, but still, she like, yeah, maybe that's how Dylan used to be. Like how he is as an any. Maybe that's how he used to be before his light got snuffed out. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, having a hard time not being able to hold down a gig and all of that. Maybe that was the case. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta definitely hit the emojis real quick. What we got? We got Dylan and Milchik. You know what I'm saying? Yo, see, we only got a few emojis. We need some more memberships so that we can. My last live, I gave out like 10 memberships so that we can get the memberships up and make some more emojis. We're gonna make that happen though. Yes, indeed. Milkshake getting the milkshake. Yo, y'all can keep calling this man Milkshake. I'm not gonna call him Milkshake. I'm not finna call no grown ass man Milkshake. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if your mother named you Milkshake. I'm gonna call you Milk. I'm definitely not gonna call you Shake. Pause. Okay. I believe Gretchen works at Lumen and she and Seth are colleagues. But she works at night. What, does he work day and night and he doesn't sleep at all? Like, how does this work? How does this work? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they probably work together at some capacity, but I just don't know. Mr. Milchik, even the innies call this man Mr. Milchik. Nobody calls him Seth other than we seen Natalie and Cobell, which is understandable because we know for a fact that they work close together. You know what I'm saying? We know for a fact that they work close. You know what I mean? Milkshake is a stripper name. Exactly. And I'm not doing no meme inspired stripper meme. Nope, I'm not doing it. Big Hack. Let me get that comment right up out of there. I'm not doing it. Got me working day and night. They got bro working day and night and day. Like if he works with her, remember he was there at night checking the new security measures. True indeed, he was. He definitely was. So this brother could very well work days and nights, but he's down there on the 7th floor all day long. But another thing was, Milchik was late on the day that Dylan's wife was supposed to come in there. Somebody said DEI hire Milkshake. Nah, he's not. I wouldn't call him a DEI hire. I don't think so. I think that giving him those paintings was an attempt at DEI from Lumen. We got 9 minutes to the episode, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm going to get up out of here. Let y'all go. Go get your snacks. Go get your refreshments. Meet me in the Discord. Milchik's a robot. That could be it. You know what I'm saying? We got 9 minutes. Go get all your stuff. Go get your Mary Jane, whatever you do. Get your little drinks. Get your little snacks. You know what I'm saying? Pop that big screen on, projectors. If you're watching it on your phone, Get ready. It's about to come on. The 4th episode is supposed to be big, y'all. So I would love to see what's going on. Here we are with this here. Yeah, we got the robot thing. That could definitely mean cyborgs and shit like that. That would be crazy. We love you, Susie. We love you. I love everybody that came through. I appreciate y'all. We got 164 people in here. Yo, what's up? What's good? I'm not gonna go live after the episode. I'm gonna work on my breakdown and see what we see. But I will meet you guys in the Discord. I'll meet you guys in the Discord. If somebody's willing to do a watch party, if we got somebody that's willing to share the episode on screen, I'm with that. We can do that too. We can watch episode 4 again. You know what I mean? Meet me in the Discord, y'all, after the show. All right? Just a little something to think about while we wait on the next episode. That is all for the live stream this evening. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.